Welcome back to another deep dive. This time we're digging into Snowflake's Build conference from last week. It was a whirlwind of announcements.
Oh yeah, a real blizzard of news.
So we're here to help you make sense of it all. Break it down.
Right. There was a lot. But you can really see some key themes emerging. Snowflake is clearly going all in on AI, really trying to empower users to do more with their data.
And of course, they're taking security very seriously.
Especially after that recent data breach. Yeah.
Absolutely. So let's start with the AI enhancements.
That's a good place to start. So Snowflake wants to help users build and share powerful AI applications, all within their platform.
Okay, so think about this.
Yeah.
You're building a conversational AI app, one that uses your company's specific data. Well, the enhancements to Cortex AI that were announced at D.E.L.T.A, they make that easier than ever.
Yeah, and they've added some really cool new features, like multimodal input support. So now your AI apps can work with more than just text, images, audio, even video.
That's huge.
Yeah.
It's like giving your AI apps a whole new set of senses.
Yeah.
And to make them even smarter, they've added managed connectors for knowledge bases.
Exactly. Now your AI apps can actually tap directly into your company's knowledge and expertise, make the insights much more relevant and accurate.
No more generic AI responses. These apps will be powered by your domain knowledge.
Right. And on top of that, they've also added what they call knowledge extensions. It's basically like giving your AI apps access to this massive external library.
So it's an AI app that can pull in relevant news articles, research papers, things like that.
Right. So you have an AI that's not only smart, but incredibly well-informed and fast, because they've also introduced the Cortex Chat API.
Okay, yeah. That simplifies access to all the data, both structured and unstructured. So it makes it a lot easier for developers to build those rapid response, insight-driven applications.
Yeah, the ones that businesses are really demanding now. And of course, you need to know that these AI apps are performing as expected. So that's where Snowflake's acquisition of True comes in. They're using that technology to boost observability.
Giving developers the tools to really monitor and understand their AI apps' performance, so you know they're reliable and trustworthy.
Exactly. Okay. Ready for maybe the most exciting announcement from Build?
Hit me with it.
Snowflake Intelligence, and the introduction of data agents.
Okay, I have to admit, when I first heard about this, I was skeptical. But I'm totally on board now.
I know, right? It's a really cool idea.
Imagine having your own team of data experts at your beck and call, ready to answer any question and then act on the answers.
It's a total game changer. These data agents use that enhanced Cortex AI we talked about, and they leverage the data within Snowflake A&D information from third-party platforms to give instant, actionable insights.
Actionable is the key word here. It's not just about getting answers. These agents can actually act on those insights.
Across all sorts of tools, Salesforce, Google Workspace, you name it.
Imagine asking an agent, what were our top-performing product categories last quarter? And then it automatically creates a Google Doc with a summary table. A&D updates the relevant entries in Salesforce.
Talk about next-level efficiency.
I need to see this in action. All right, shifting gears a bit, let's talk about Polaris.
Oh yeah, Polaris. It's been on quite the journey, from its initial unveiling to becoming open source, and now, well, it's evolved again.
It has. So what's the latest?
Snowflake Open Catalog, a fully managed hosted version of Polaris. It's vendor neutral, which is cool.
So it organizes and indexes data in the Apache Iceberg format, meaning it's easier to collaborate and share data, right?
Right, across different platforms and systems. A huge win for anyone who works with large data sets. Oh, and Document AI is now generally available on both AWS and Azure.
So now even more users can leverage AI to pull valuable data from all those invoices and contracts.
Yes, all the unstructured documents.
Okay, but with all this talk about advanced features, data sharing, we can't forget security.
Especially after that recent customer data breach.
Snowflake clearly knows they need to step up.
And they are. They're taking concrete steps to rebuild trust with their users. They even took a page from Google's playbook, leaked password protection.
It's like having a guardian angel for your Snowflake account. They'll alert you if your credentials are found on the dark web. They might even disable your account to prevent unauthorized access.
Smart move. And another layer of protection, the Threat Intelligence Scanner package,
which gives users insights into potential risks within their accounts and guidance on how to address them.
And get this, the Trust Center itself is becoming extensible, so third-party partners can add their own security checks to the dashboard.
So it's constantly evolving, always up to date.
Exactly. A whole security ecosystem. We've covered a lot of ground with these AI advancements, data agents, enhanced security measures. Snowflake is making some bold moves.
And we're just getting started.
Welcome back to our deep dive into all the news from Build. So we talked about how Snowflake is pushing the boundaries with AI, making data more accessible. But there's another key theme.
Yeah, you're talking about partnerships, right? It feels like they're really doubling down on working with other industry leaders.
Exactly. And these aren't just surface-level partnerships, just adding names to a list. We're talking about deep integrations, joint solutions, a shared vision for the future of data.
Okay, so give me the highlights. What partnerships really stood out to you?
Well, the expanded partnership with NVIDIA was a big one, working together to make generative AI more accessible and customizable.
For Snowflake users.
Right. So users have more control over how they use generative AI for their specific needs.
So they're making it easier to train large language models using Snowflake's data.
Exactly. Using Snowflake's data and infrastructure, it means businesses can actually create AI applications that are tailored to their own data sets and challenges.
It's a big deal for businesses that want to use generative AI, but need it to work with their industry knowledge and data. Makes sense.
Yeah. And this partnership goes beyond just technology, too. They're also working on training and certification programs, making sure users have the skills to build and deploy these AI solutions.
Because you can have the best tools, but they're no good if you don't know how to use them, right? Okay, so what other partnerships stood out?
Well, the one with Dell Technologies caught my eye. They're making it simpler to deploy Snowflake's data cloud on Dell's on-premises infrastructure.
So businesses that want to keep their data on premises can still benefit from Snowflake's cloud-native platform.
Exactly, flexibility and choice. And this partnership also extends to Dell's Apex portfolio.
Which offers cloud services on premises. So businesses can kind of get the best of both worlds. Scalability of the cloud with the control and security of on-premises.
That's the idea. And of course, we can't forget about open source. Snowflake is also deepening their integration with Apache Iceberg.
That's that open source table format, right? For big data.
Yep. This is very much in line with their whole open data interoperability philosophy.
Breaking down silos, encouraging collaboration.
Exactly. By embracing open standards like Apache Iceberg, they're making it easier to move data between different systems.
Essential if you want to avoid vendor lock-in. Maintain flexibility. So, where do you see all of this going? What's the future for Snowflake with all these advancements?
Well, I think Snowflake is going to just continue solidifying its position as a leader in the data cloud.
They're not just a data warehouse anymore.
Right. They're a platform for building and deploying data-driven applications. And they're doing it in a way that's open, collaborative, and secure.
It's all about empowering users to do more with their data through AI, seamless data sharing, partnerships that expand the possibilities.
And of course, they're clearly taking security very seriously, especially after that data breach. All in all, they seem to be in a great spot for continued growth and innovation. We've covered Snowflake's expanded partnership ecosystem, but in the final part of our deep dive, we're shifting gears. Explore some specific use cases and applications.
See how businesses are using Snowflake to solve some of their biggest challenges.
Welcome back for the final part of our Snowflake Build Deep Dive. So we've talked about all the AI advancements, strategic partnerships, all that, but what does this mean for businesses, like out there in the real world?
Right, that's the big question. We can talk about fancy features, but the real test is, do they actually help? Do they translate to real benefits?
Exactly. So let's dive into some use cases. How are businesses using these new capabilities to actually solve problems?
One area that's super exciting is personalized medicine. So healthcare providers are using Snowflake to analyze tons of patient data.
Medical records, genomic info, all of it.
All of it. And they're using it to come up with customized treatment plans, really improve patient outcomes.
Moving away from that one-size-fits-all approach.
Yep. And Snowflake is perfect for this because it can handle huge data sets. It can do complex analytics in real time.
Which is what you need for this kind of precision medicine. And then with AI and machine learning, those insights just become even more powerful.
Absolutely. And it's not just healthcare. Financial services is another great example. Banks and other financial institutions are using Snowflake to improve fraud detection.
Oh yeah, risk management too. That's critical for them, especially with cyber attacks getting more sophisticated.
Right. Well, Snowflake can analyze transactions as they happen.
So they can see suspicious patterns right away.
Exactly. In real time. So they can react much faster. Minimize losses.
Makes sense. And what about retail?
Retail is using Snowflake for a couple of things: more personalized customer experiences and to optimize their supply chains.
So more targeted marketing, better inventory management, things like that.
Yep. By analyzing all that customer data, they can really tailor the shopping experience.
Drive sales, increases loyalty.
Exactly. And on the supply chain side, they can use the data to predict demand better, optimize inventory, reduce waste.
So it's really about using data to become more customer-centric, no matter what industry you're in.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And we're really just scratching the surface here. People are using Snowflake's data cloud in so many industries. The possibilities are endless.
It seems like Snowflake is really enabling businesses to do things they couldn't do before. It's not just about storing data anymore.
It's about understanding the data, right? Extracting insights, automating things, and ultimately making better decisions.
Well said. Well, this brings us to the end of our deep dive into Snowflake Build. It's clear that Snowflake is much more than a data warehouse at this point.
Right. It's a platform for innovation, for collaboration, and for making smarter decisions.
And with all these advancements, it looks like Snowflake is going to play a big role in shaping the future of data.
I think so too.
So here's a thought for you as we wrap up. With everything we've talked about, what possibilities do you see in your own world? How could you use data to solve your toughest challenges, create new opportunities? Until next time, keep exploring, keep innovating, and keep diving deep into the world of data.